So something that kind of let me know to never be too comfortable. I don't care where you are. Never be too comfortable. Always be looking for more. I made a video last night on my last shift, but I wanted to wait to put that out and kind of make another video that kind of coincides with that. Um, just because of what's transpired today and my thought process now and moving forward. So today I was locked out the house. Obviously, I'm back in the house now, but I was locked out. Um, I don't want to get too specific because it's not that kind of video, but it just kind of let me know, a person, of course I live here. My address on my driver's license says this address, but just never be too comfortable where you're at. For me, I've always um wanted to do my own thing, whether it be on my own or whether it be with somebody I trust, whether it be a best friend or whatever. I'm just babbling. I'm sorry. But anyways, the whole point of this video that I'm making this is just to speak to the people that live with their parents and almost feel like there's you know a limit to what you can do. Because staying with your parents, don't get me wrong, staying with your parents, if you stay with them, there's a plus side to it. There's upside, and then there's downside. I try to look at more of the upside than the downside. But just as a young adult, you don't always just have the freedom to come and go as you please. You have to answer to questions, and that just comes with it. But that should always be the motivating factor to get out of your parents' house. So I think the whole message of this, well, the whole point of this video is to the people that, like me, I'm not judging anybody. If you live with your parents, hey, then I can relate. And hopefully this video helps you to motivate you to get a plan together. Me, I have a plan that's already together. Um, my dad seems to have a different plan, but I won't even say a plan because God has a way of, laughing at our plans. I have goals. I'll say that. I think my dad has a plan, but, like I tell my dad, not everything goes according to plan. And my goal is to be in a different destination by next year, um, with more than what I came back with. And I think that I'm doing pretty good on that goal. Um, Another goal is opening up a online business for comic books and other types of books that I run into. I love comic books. Like I said, I this is ultimately what will get me to where I want to be. I do believe that it'll get me out of my dad's house. It'll get me to where I want to be in life, which is you know owning my own business, operating my own thing, having my own name for my own self, making my own money, and I do believe that it will come to me. I believe that staying in my parents' house has given me room to grow and room to improve on things that I needed, but also, looking at the glass half empty, I still see myself, you know, always thinking forward. I think if you stay with your family or you stay with your parents, or even if you stay with a sibling, you should always be thinking forward, because that time will run out. I know my time is limited, and anybody that stays with family or relative, parents, whatever, you should always know that your time is limited. Never be comfortable just because they're your people. They will put your ass out because it's happened before. It's happened to me. Um, but I don't want to get to that point where, my dad just kicks me out. I want to be able to just get up and go. You know, um, there's no easy way around it. You just have to deal with your parents as that them as. My dad's a bit of a hard ass sometimes, but it's what you have to deal with. It's what I ultimately chose to come back home to. I knew what I was coming back home to. Of course, we forget that at times along the journey because we get work and everything in. But it's good to always just kind of sit down in silence and get your mind right. My people are gone for a whole week, so I have some time to sit down and kind of, reorganize my brain and think things through for the weeks to come or what's coming up into the next year, because this year is almost done. It's already December 10th. New Year is approaching. Goals are beginning to manifest. The money is looking right. I just have to get, we just have to continue to do our part. And if you're still trying to get your money up, to continue to stack and take advantage of whatever you have going on in your life. It's important that it's important that we have goals that keep us motivated, that keep us inspired to do what we want to do. My goals are to, like I said, open up my comic book shop, which I am going to take some time out today and do some research and figure out, get everything organized and figure out what I need and, the steps I need to take. But it's ultimately just down to taking that first step and having the faith to do it. But yeah, that's that was kind of the message. If I could sum all that up to anybody that stays with their folks, find and get your goals organized. Never get too comfortable. Um, stick to what you know. I'm in my room for 90% of the time. So this is kind of my safe haven. Ultimately, I just want all the nerds out there that are, trying to get back on their feet or just trying to, get their wings out there. Stay motivated, find your goals, figure out who you are. Thank your parents for allowing them to that you are staying with them, but don't stay with them forever and don't get comfortable. Thank you.